I want to say Notre Dame's offensive line overrated as
Overrated. It is. I will definitely agree with that. Overrated.
Wait, for the people at home, look, so this is going to be a part of it. So the people at home, this is Quan that Kevon mentions damn near every other episode. So, Quan, Notre Dame's offensive line overrated. Anything else?
That's it. I'm gonna let you do the rest.
Best linebacker in the nation.
Let you do the rest, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all boys.
Mr. Wall sit.
Jordan Tyson, second best receiver in the nation.
That's a take. That's a take. All right, I'm gonna talk to y'all. Welcome into episode 46, I think. We're getting up there, Kevon.
We are. We got to get to the hundreds.
You know,
we're waiting to. Let's get to 50 first. Let's crack 50.
As always, please like, share, subscribe. Welcome into Through the Whistle.
We got
First
banger
full
today.
Saturday.
Yeah, banger today.
You know, you talking about we gotta get up there.
A little bit of NFL previews.
You said we gotta get our episodes up there, right?
Yeah.
Kevon, so how about you go ahead and get on that? Go ahead and
That's
get
crazy.
that
We're gonna do this later.
Whoa.
It's not a real wall.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha. Get in the front. Oh.
We're gonna do a walk. How about this? How about this? For the people, we're trying to get our TikTok numbers up. Let's make sure we do a video for the TikTok.
Oh yeah, you do the walk, minute wall sit. We get some. Yeah, motherfuckers.
We'll do something. We'll post it on the TikTok.
Yeah.
And then we'll post a reel on Instagram and everything like that. Just somewhere.
You smart. For you to be old, you surely do know how social media works.
Okay.
What, the great? You ain't get that Ryan Day just for men?
I did not. Ryan Day definitely does not have any gray hair right now. You know how he gets when the season starts.
How does he not have any NIL with just for men yet?
I don't know.
That'll be the first thing.
Because boy,
that should be black. Darker than your hoodie, black.
Yeah.
But guys, I don't know if y'all understand how back we are on a scale of 1 to 10.
Very much back.
But
hope you guys saw the love on the TikTok. Us at our Ohio State games, everything like that. Just
we be working hard for y'all.
Just trying.
I know y'all be saying, "Oh, where's the episode at?" Oh, like damn. We got jobs we gotta do. Kevon's a busy man.
I am, sadly.
Thank God. I hope he stretched today. Them legs gonna be tight. Pause.
They will be.
So let's get right into it. The game that is gonna make Kevon do a nice wall sit over here eventually at some point today. Make sure y'all catch out on our socials, Through the Whistle, on TikTok, and I think Through the Whistle 2.0 on Instagram. I'll link that below. Make sure y'all follow. Love y'all. Kevon.
Yes.
Please, let me remember. I was told by somebody to say with my chest when I said Alabama will lose to Florida State. I was told that I was a madman. I was called crazy. I was almost burned at the stake, like I was Harry Potter, for having a bad take. Ty, you always
Harry
just be
Potter was not
spitballing.
burned at the stake.
Witches burn at the stake.
Okay.
Dark time for America back then. Still in witch trials.
Yeah.
But we're not here for social studies. Shout out to Dr. the Bird.
Who are we talking about?
Long hair. The GOAT.
Hogan?
Dr. Hogan. Shout out to Dr. Hogan with history. The GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend. Somewhere with his chicken somewhere.
You guys did Salem witch trials in Hogan's class?
You just always ended up on a random topic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, I was called a madman. Ty, you don't know shit. And that's going to be a common theme for today. Ty being right. Huh. I guess Ty knows.
Should have got him some flowers.
I guess Ty knows
flowers.
the ACC. Huh. Yeah.
Should have got him some flowers.
So, Kevon, Florida State. Oh, Alabama should be, they should be 13.5-point favorites. Huh. Kevon, Florida State, they won one game last year. What are they going to do this year? I don't care that, they have way better at quarterback, and they hit the portal hard. They got Squirrel White, who fucked over Alabama last year. Who cares? Who
He
cares?
didn't really do much either.
Who outside that one catch?
Yeah.
All you need is something. Give me something.
Explosive.
Hey, I'm pretty sure that's Alabama winning from Ryan Williams.
Yes. Before he got hurt. Head injury. Yes.
But keep on.
Brains fucked up.
Let's go back in here. Last year, the exact same week. It's like episode 3 or something probably. We were told, oh yeah, Georgia Tech beat Florida State is okay. They'll bounce back. Week 1. I don't know, remember. Thomas Castellanos having 200 plus yards for Boston College against Florida State is what made us know that Florida State was cooked. So it's very poetic. They always say the child who is shunned by the tribe will always come back to burn it down. This is the opposite. He was the villain, and now he's the hero. He's Vegeta, the GOAT, Vegeta.
Okay.
Devon, 223 yards against Alabama.
Yes.
And I told you, I was like, hey, this is not the same Alabama.
And not even that. He talked his shit too.
He talked his shit. He stood on that shit. He said, hey, man, they ain't never seen me before. Nick Saban ain't coming out now.
He said Nick
ain't
Saban
coming out that tunnel.
He said he's not running out that
He said he's not coming out that tunnel no more. He said,
y'all gotta see me.
I ain't never seen no shit like this. But, I mean, we have. Every mobile quarterback that sees Alabama
Brother.
puts belt to ass. Okay. Last year, Alabama lost 3 road games. If you can win at Vanderbilt, you can't win at Oklahoma, you can't win at Tennessee in Neyland with your defense holding Tennessee to 0 points essentially through 3 quarters. You think you're going to win when you got an old boy coming out riding on a horse and playing a spear? No.
In their defense, Florida State was ass. But I'm going to let you continue because, like I said, you deserve your flowers today.
223 yards total. Only one touchdown, but
It was a great game.
It was a hell of a game.
Great game.
If you watch, your eyes show you, oh, shit.
They're nice.
And, this is very, so I'm gonna be honest. A lot of these people y'all see on Sports Center, this is back in the day. Before they start doing like stand-ups and be like standing at the wall and shit, they used to wear shorts under the table. Let's be real. I have shorts on. I just got done doing leg day. Did some hand cleans. Hopefully I don't cramp up. Kevon. I thought Alabama had the #1 left tackle in this draft class.
Cool, brother.
Mr. Proctor.
Yeah.
He was getting horsed. Hey, instead of doing all these TikToks and shit, you should have been doing conditioning. Oh,
Yeah.
you ain't eating that motherfucker. You ain't do shit. You got horsed the whole game. Not just 2 plays. The whole game. You were getting away with holdings left and right. But I will cut somebody some slack for Alabama. Tyler Simpson. I was on your ass all
He didn't play
last
back.
season.
Didn't play back.
You played a hell of a game.
Didn't play back. He was trying.
You were trying your damn.
He was trying.
You had somebody in your face every time. You thought you was at a Diddy party. I was like, damn. Are you okay out there, young man? I thought I was just off the cut waters. Free ad, by the way. Off the cut waters. I'm like, oh, I must be seeing things, because boy, oh
Why
boy.
is he at all this pressure? Yeah.
It's like, my eyes was deceiving me. I know Proctor's not getting worked like this. Guess what? Proctor was getting worked like that. And so here we are. The young man.
Truthfully, honestly, outside Castellanos, he could have been arguing as one of the better performances of the weekend for quarterback play.
Oh,
I mean,
for sure.
it was
If you
terrible
take
quarterback play.
the comp that they played,
Yeah.
how big of a spot this was. Thomas played, you put yourself out there. Here's some bulletin board material.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can do something about it. No. Ryan Williams, no call, no show. I
Your
get
guy.
he had some pass interference
Your
calls. But,
Your
this
guy.
was going to happen.
Your guy.
So
Your
keep
guy.
on.
I believed in your guy. I guess I can blame this on you, right? I believed in your
No,
guy.
you believed in a 14-point game.
You're right. So I'm gonna let you know a couple things, Ty. Was Alabama run game? We thought it was bad last year. It was
run game?
My point. They had one run.
Hey, Monty.
Yeah.
Our backs are good.
No.
Are the backs in the room with us?
No, because listen, we can talk about Michigan later, but we saw Hayes leave.
We saw Hayes run.
Yeah, exactly.
On Saturday
so
night.
clearly, he wasn't an issue, and he was back there struggling last year. Run game, something missing. One run over 10 yards. Florida State has 7 of those. Those are called explosive runs.
Yeah, of 10 yards or more.
200 yards or more. Bama had 1.
Dang.
I tried to believe in the new era of Coach DeBoer. I love Coach. I'm not going to say love. I do like Coach DeBoer as a coach. I've seen him turn around a couple programs, but it doesn't really matter.
Damn.
But this is a problem. He has not coached a game where his team has less penalties than the other.
Which is insane.
Insane.
You've been a coach for what? 14 games now at Alabama.
I am very disappointed that we keep on doing this with him. The discipline is a thing. And as you said earlier, dual threats are just dual threats are insane for Alabama.
I don't have dual threats like J.J. McCarthy.
No, but I'm saying, like, if you have any semblance of being able to move your feet, you are giving them hell. And it is a problem. Bama looked out physical. They looked like they were the weaker team. They looked like they were the team that went 1-3 last year. 1-13 or whatever, 1-11 last season. And what came into this game? Like, what are we talking about?
Hey, Kevon, what was your main point of why Florida State wouldn't win?
And hold on, I'm not even.
With the offense yet?
Defensively for Alabama, we thought there was going to be a jump. Just
Who's we?
okay. I thought there was going to be a jump. I thought there was going to be a jump.
I don't speak French no more.
Now, don't get me wrong.
That's like when
I thought the D-line didn't play terrible. They play okay. But when you have DBs that simply do not know the cover anything but not grass, it is a problem. I don't understand it. I thought we would see a slight something increase, and yet we saw the same shit that we saw last year. I'm talking about people running free. I'm talking about people not being able to put others on the ground. How many missed tackles did we see? It is a problem when you sit there. For one, you're not disciplined. You can't tackle anybody. Then what are we doing? You might as well go let them play 7-on-7.
Damn near.
And low key, you might want to play offense on air because that's what we were doing. The squirrel right, his run. Who was guarding?
A lot of the big games when we talked about Alabama last year is early on. Hey, Alabama's defense will leave a lot to be desired. And guess what? Florida State desired. They said, ooh, we're going to have somebody wide open. Keep on. If a team scores on an end-around reverse, right? Don't you think if you see someone doing said end-around reverse again, what would you do? What would go through your mind? Hey, what does Jalen Wade always say? They ain't never going to see this one coming. They ain't never going to see this one coming. Oh, shit. But he's not about to do that again. Oh, shit. Kevon did it again. First down. Like, Kevon, you said they couldn't get worse. But guess what, Kevon? Just because you don't get worse doesn't mean you got better.
I'm dumbfounded. I'm shocked that they just have not upgraded in any way in the defensive passing game. Like it's bad. But as I said, Simpson did not play bad. He played solid. Right now, I mean, you didn't see the explosive and see Ryan Williams getting up. I would think that those are the type of games that you can sit there and find ways to get Ryan Williams the ball.
You've had all whole summer. Jeremy Bernard, you said, if he doesn't want to, I'll do it. Give me the fuck it. He don't want to be a first round pick. Oh shit! Let me go make some money for this man.
And Bernard is him being a second fiddle to Ryan Williams. I would think
he understood what he needed
exactly,
to do.
and you got what you needed from that. But offensive line, beyond overrated. We came in. PFF had them ranked in the top 10, and they were ranked, I believe, in the top 5.
Yeah.
And you have the number one left tackle, the number one tackle in all of college football, supposedly, and you have one of the better guard duos. And yet, Florida State said, "I thought we was playing Eastern Michigan. I thought we was."
Noah nigga. Noah nigga.
What are we doing offensively? Like, it looked like they didn't know if they wanted to be hyper aggressive in the pass game. They tried to do the run. They tried. They could not do it. Like I said, being out physical, outmatched, they got no movement up front. And that's sad. Because if you can't get movement up front with Florida State, what do you think you're going to do when you go play a Georgia, a Florida State, not Florida State, but a LSU? What do you... I'm going to foreshadow what we have later on. Bama, I just think, went from, I think, title contender to not coming close to reaching the playoff. It is...
Which one of us had them in the top
You
four?
did. I'm saying you had
I had them missing the playoffs.
You had them missing.
Come on, where'd you have them?
I had them in the top. I had them winning the SEC championship.
At what record? How many losses, Kevon?
And brother, you might want to flip that record. So,
Kevon, what was my main reason for not believing in Alabama?
I mean, it's.
What did I say that Jalen Milroe did?
And then I think that also showed yesterday as well. Because, like I said, Simpson was also
a lot of cover sacks.
And also his mobility saved a lot of plays from what that offensive line was allowing.
Yes.
Because you saw with a guy that's not mobile, really. I mean, he was trying to be mobile. Yeah. But,
he wasn't scared to take it when he was like, all right, bro.
But,
I guess I got to do
when
this
you
shit.
have an actual athlete back there, that saves your offensive line showing what all they're allowing and what pressure. Because he was showing athletic ability to make people miss and then still make plays out of that. Don't get me wrong, he got in trouble for that sometimes with the sacks and stuff like that and the fumbles. But it was clear that that offensive line was very much overrated. He was making that offensive line look 1,000 times better than what it was. And like I said, you guys get flowers. I was wrong. I was on my Paul Feinbaum shit. Clearly. About Alabama. We're not going to talk about the other team that's later on today. But
oh no, let's go ahead and go full Paul Feinbaum. Let's give him his flowers from where he was right. Hey, James, I know you kicked me out the little group chat because you know I would have been on that ass. Yo, boys in Clemson, I was called crazy by someone at this table and in that group chat. Clemson is they're going to win the ACC. They're going to make it to the national championship. They have all this returning production. Kevon, what did I say? What did I say Clemson has yet to do with Caleb Klubnik? They've never won a big game. But I was like, fuck LSU. I said, fuck Garrett Nussmeier. He doesn't win away games. But then I forgot. Dabo said, wait, is Trevor not playing? Oh, yeah, we got to lose this motherfucker because, hey, Caleb Klubnik, you know you want to kind of score a touchdown in the second half, right? You know you want to at least kick a field goal, right? You know you want to at least get some type of flow to the game. Kevon, you said K could end up in New York.
talks. Yeah.
Kevon, you said
Terrible
Clemson
stuff.
was going to
Terrible
make it to the national championship game.
Yeah. Yeah. Not good.
Kevon, go ahead and start this one.
Not a good starting week for me.
ACC champion, by the way. One of our ACC champions won this weekend.
I still have faith that they can win the ACC championship. I think this is less about Clemson and more about LSU. I'm not going to lie to you. So, I think that Clemson's receivers are still talented. I don't think that they are as good as what they were preseason ranked, as in like they were a top 3, top 5 unit, LSU has that on display still. Obviously, they're LSU. They should get the same credit that we get as far as.
You can damn near blind faith.
Yeah,
I know they got
they're
somebody.
going to have someone in it. They might not have as many, but they're going to have someone that's a dog. They're going to have somebody. But that's not the story of this game. Those DBs at LSU this season.
They said, "Oh, no, I'm tired of disrespect."
No, because they got shunned for what they did last year
and the year before,
and it was valid. It was you. What did Denzel say? It's not about what you can in training day. He says it's not about
what you can prove. Wait, no, it's not about what you can do. It's about what you can prove. And something like that. Uncle Randy, please tell us what the real quote is.
And my thing is, we saw the proof that they were not good, but they got their new DC, and Buddy, he had them out there playing like they was looking for a new number 7 on the defensive side at corner, because they were locking shit up. And I'm talking about not like, oh, they're holding. No, I'm talking about press, release.
Press, release.
What we doing? No, you're not.
Coach, I got
nowhere
you.
to throw the ball to. Unless these are picture perfect throws, you're not getting the ball to these guys. And you see Cade Klubnik going 19 for 38, well under what you expect from a third year starter in your system, 4th year starter in your system at that.
I'm about to say fourth, yeah.
That defense seemed like they were sinking their teeth into what they thought was theirs, and it was. I think Clemson's defense also played good. You can't sit there and tell me, in an offense like Brian Kelly's, if I tell you before the game, Ty, you're Clemson, you're at home, you're holding LSU to 17 points. You're taking that.
9 days out of 10.
You're taking that, and you're sitting there saying, okay, so what's the spread? Are we winning by 7? We winning by 10? We winning by 17? Which one?
And then on top of that, if I tell you, Cade's only going to get sacked one time.
Yeah, and I don't want to put it all onto the sack numbers, because he got pressured a couple of times. He had pressure in his face. He made plays to make sure he didn't take the bad play, but besides the interception. But LSU's defense, pass defense-wise at least, showed that it's back, and it's here. I think it's going to be here to stay. And they're going to be one of the more top teams in the SEC, and they're going to be able to compete with a Texas defense, Georgia defense, and a Texas A&M defense that's going to be in the mix. But Garrett Musmeyer, he showed his chops. He plays solid. I think he also,
He threw me off with that number 18 shit, though.
Yeah.
I will be honest. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
I will also say, like I said, Aaron Anderson is a guy. He's a dude. He's
like you said, they're always going to
have one. But Garrett, I thought he played well. He played very well. I don't know, like Quan, as you guys heard earlier, I don't know if I'm giving him number 1 quarterback in the nation talks, but he's going to have a season. I mean, this is still a guy that threw for 4,000 yards and a nice amount of touchdowns last year. But this year, I think that he's now. I mean, looking at this schedule, this boosts you up to at least top 5, probably. And then the only games you really have left are Florida,
which is at the crib, right? They're at LSU for that Florida game, right?
At LSU. Ole Miss might be a little sneaky game, but you're at home for South Carolina. You're at home for Texas A&M. Yeah, you're on the road for Bama, but we just saw what that defense is doing. You're going to be fine. You're good. And and then you got to go to Oklahoma. We'll see how that game is, but I doubt you should be able to handle that. Quan said it. He has LSU in the SEC championship. He has them being a nice title contender, maybe playing us in the national championship. He might be right. I'm giving him credit for that, because LSU, he had more faith than anybody in Garrett Nussmeier coming back and showing his ass. And he's off to a great start.
Another thing I forgot to give myself flowers for. I was told this is the best D-line in the nation at Clemson. It's the best D-line in the room with us right now. Because boy, oh boy, it seemed like the best D-line played at noon on Saturday.
We're not going to talk about it.
Because
we're going to.
Kevon,
They didn't play back.
Kevon,
They didn't play back.
You told me that Clemson has the best D-line. Not
didn't
just
play
you.
back.
Joe Klatt also said they have the best D-line.
PFF as well.
1 sack.
1 sack. 8 tackles for loss. 8 tackles for loss.
1 sack.
8 tackles for loss.
Caden Durham, 74 yards rushing
Yes.
of 17 carries. I'm taking that.
Oh, we're talking
10
about-
days out of
yeah.
10. Garrett Nussmeier giving me 230 passing yards, 38 passing.
Good
I
day.
am
Good day.
taking that.
Good day. It's a good day.
Brian Kelly, we talk about,
Can you win the big
we
games?
talk about, hey, who's on the hot seat?
Yeah.
Brian Kelly said, oh, Marcus is doing what up there?
Yeah. Hey, I got to
And
show my ass.
And I said that we can't
Can't
players
win? Yeah.
up there.
I better.
Okay,
I
let
better
me
lock you.
lean forward a little bit.
Yeah.
So, Kevon, you called me crazy when I said, oh, Jordan Takes can beat this Clemson team.
I still don't know about that.
You called me crazy when I said Bill Belichick can scheme some shit up.
Now
The
he
clamp
might,
can't clump it.
well, we'll see what Bill Belichick does today, because he does play TCU. We're going to find out. He has a lot of transfers coming in. We're going to see if those listen, because if it's anything that we've seen, an NFL coach, he can come in here and he can fuck some niggas up, fuck people up. He can fuck some people up, and especially quarterbacks, and get their brain seeing ghosts.
Kevon, you called me crazy for saying Florida State can make that a close game.
Oh, no. Again, we're going to figure out if that was more of a Bama thing or a Florida State thing, but from week 1, I'll give you credit for that.
Kevon, you told me that I was crazy for saying that Clemson will lose at Louisville this year to Miller Moss.
I still want to see it. Still want to see it.
You called me crazy for saying South Carolina will beat Clemson
They
at
will.
South Carolina.
They probably will.
Kevon, it's
still
just
ACC
so hard
that's still
being
ACC
right all the time.
It's still an ACC championship.
It's so hard being right all the time.
It's still an ACC championship. That's still an ACC championship contender. Again, the defense is not bad. Granted, you want to say overrated too much, I'll give you that. You want to say they're not the best defensive line in college football? Okay, you want to put them at 3 or 4? That's fine.
Let's have a smooth
That's
transition
fine.
right here then. Is Clemson's defense better than Notre Dame's?
It's a toss-up. I'll say it's a toss-up.
Miami was moving the ball very well against Notre
But
Dame.
that was also at home as well. I would have to say, and I would also say that Notre Dame's offense did not give them any favors. I would say that too.
I don't know if Cade Clement will give them any favors.
Could be true.
Let's talk about
True.
it. Last night, Miami, at fucking 11:30 p.m. Jesus.
Brother, I was knocked out. That last drive.
ESPN, you said 7:30.
You did.
And the kickoff was 8:15.
Not even that. Let's be the game. I thought the whole clock rules was to make sure the game went fast.
What's all these commercials? I get they paying you a lot.
Like, come on.
Bro,
I'm talking about I was fighting to get to that fourth quarter. I'm like, bro,
Check out that Cracker Barrel.
listen. The Cracker Barrel had me, I was knocked out right now. Church, Cracker Barrel. I
Give me the racist pagans and I'm knocked out.
I'll sleep on the couch. Not gonna lie to you. I missed all the way up until probably like the second quarter of the South Carolina VTech game.
Kevon, I'm not gonna lie, this is a very bad weekend for you. Your Heisman,
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love.
Oh, no.
Where's the love?
No, yeah, where
is the love?
I think they forgot they had him. Yeah, he can come play for us if they want. Because if I'm him,
When your longest rush is 8 yards, what more do you want from me?
Not even that. When you're only when we're into the fourth quarter with 9 minutes left in the game and he only has 9 carries, what are we doing? Is he not the best running back on your team? Why the hell is someone else taking all of his touches?
Hey, on the goal line, your boy is getting stood up.
That's fine. You want to sit there and say
Miami.
you want to sit there and say you want to put him in a different goal line back? Cool, that's fine. And don't get me wrong, the other running back was fine. He was okay, but Jeremiah Love is not. He doesn't play slot. That's because I see him on more routes than what I saw him getting the ball in touches. What are we doing? Why are we sitting here trying to throw him the ball and think that he's Christian McCaffrey? Give him the ball. What are we doing?
So it's funny, because the last time we were here, we said, hey, there are some effort awards to this shit. We said that there's effort awards on both sides. Yvonne, well, I told you before the game, CJ Carr will be 19 of 30, 221 passing yards with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception.
Oh, no.
Keep up. What you have said?
Notre Dame busted that ass. Busted that ass. Because, and don't get me wrong, I can't even say they busted that ass because I know Miami's offense was always going to be
Sellout.
They were going to
Jeremiah Love.
No, I'm not even saying that. I know Miami's offense was going to put up some type of point. So I don't know how busted their ass was going to sound, but they were going to win. You knew they were winning that game for sure if you had numbers like that. But he had a game like that, and you sit here telling me that, don't get me wrong, because I thought the first half game plan was disgusting.
Oh, it was very, hey, CJ, the reason you want to be here, you can just sit in the back, just hand the ball off, call it a day.
And at that point, it was just like, it looked like they were trying to win the game off defense. And I'm like, okay, I get it. It's rainy. You want to sit there and play the field position game. But when Miami seemed like they found their spark, Tooney was out there showing that he's one of the more electric freshmen in college football this year, and they couldn't look like they could guard him.
And Carson Beck said, "Bitch, I got somebody who can catch."
Not even that. He looked like the guy that we thought he was going to look like at Georgia.
He said, You caught the ball with your hands. I haven't seen that
in a while.
I haven't seen that since Laddie McConkey. I haven't seen that since Brock Bowers.
And it showed. Carson Beck looked really good. He looked really good.
Who had him in the Heisman?
Yeah, that's valid.
Give me my flowers.
That's valid. Notre Dame, I don't want to say they looked bad. Their offense looked okay once they realized, we can open up the offense.
Yes.
It was, like I said, it looked like a very vanilla scheme that was give the ball to Price. That's what it looked like at first. Like it was CJ Carr draw or Price screen.
Boy, I thought CJ Carr was knocked the fuck out when he got smacked on that last
But
draw.
it just seemed like it was not, like it was just clunky. And then the second half happened and it's like, okay, we can actually, throw. It's, it's not last year where we ran QB power the entire way down the field. No, we can throw the ball. We can spread stuff around. But credit to Miami. Offense, we knew was going to be good. Defense, locked in a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was times where I was looking like, it's Miami defense looking back to out. The one pass to the tight end, I don't know what the linebacker was doing.
He said, hold on. He can't run past me. That's against the rules, young man.
Don't know. But either way, defense looked pretty good. And I would have to say Miami for sure has now locked. I think they locked their way into the ACC championship as long as they don't have one of those. Oh fuck.
We said it the other day. You gotta go win one of the three. Yeah. Notre Dame, Florida State, Florida. Verlo was one of the two. Florida.
And I think they locked their way into the playoff as well.
Easily.
Yeah. And it's just now Notre Dame now. The back is against the wall because we talked about it too. They have to win.
They're not going to give you no favors.
And, I mean, unless USC becomes a power again, they have to win this one coming up in 2 weeks. They're going to have to win that. Because with this schedule, like we said, you better get yourself in the conference or you better win all your games.
So the thing is, I gotta give both teams their flowers. Miami. They'll try to sell that game so bad. But Carson Beck said, bro, chill. We sold too much last year. We gotta let me put this shit together.
Let me cook.
Just let me get there. Defense, give me one more stop. And I'll handle it from there. Carson Beck, methodical.
Yes.
You gave me freaking 20 or 31, 205 pass yards, 2 touchdowns.
No
interceptions.
No turnovers.
So I said on the way here in the group chat, the Shambles group chat, shout out to them. I said, every quarterback, no matter who you are, you're going to have 2 to 5, what the fuck are you doing? Plays.
And then at least we need to get another 2 to 3 spectacular.
And with that, you need a receiver you either need those 2 to 5 plays to be an overthrow, a ball that goes out of bounds, or a ball that gets knocked down.
Dirt ball or something like that.
Because on the one-handed catch, that was a touchdown. That was an interception.
That was a bailout.
If this was Georgia last year, that is a pick off. That is an interception.
Cut it up.
But with him getting his hand on it, thankfully he ended up catching it. Insane. Pike.
Catch of the year so far.
Catch of the year so far. You know, we have so many options already. At worst, he knocks it down. And guess what you get to do? You lift up on another day.
Yeah.
And outside of that, Carson Beck was
pretty good.
chilling.
Yeah, he was good. Relaxed.
Oh,
Can breathe a little bit.
I don't gotta force the ball.
Yeah.
I can, put it a little bit outside. Okay.
Not even that.
I can lead him a little bit.
It's not even that. I think that the offense plays to his game. Georgia's offense, is always, we're going to run the ball, we're going to try to run play action, tight ends, a lot of 12 personnel. Miami, they said, oh, no, brother, we're going to spread this motherfucker out now.
So I know you and Quan were just saying Notre Dame's offensive line is a little bit overrated. Is it that, or is Miami's pass rush just dedicated to be a pass rush? Because, their front step, I can't really say that their O-line is getting bullied when you have 8 people in the box.
Yeah, but you also got to sit there and say that you're returning all of this production from last season. You're known as an elite program when it comes to offensive line. I need more than what you gave me. Like I said, Jeremiah Love, 10 rushes for 33 yards. I'm not satisfied with that. Now Price, 6 carries, 6 for 45. Okay, that's lovely. But at the end of the day, you're Notre Dame. We want to make sure that we can run the ball. C.J. Carr, I know he had a lot more carries, especially with the run game and stuff like that, and the QB draws and stuff. But sacks also took into account. But I just need more. I need to see more. I don't think that they are how we thought Bama was now. I don't think they're that bad. But I think that it put a little ding in the armor. Like, hey, listen, you're not as dominant as we thought. You can still be taken advantage of.
I think that second half for Notre Dame showed that, hey, this offensive play call, we can't just be like, we can just run the ball and then play action. You have to throw the ball. Because we saw it last year against Ohio State in the national championship game. We saw it against Penn State. Motherfucker, you thought everybody in the nation didn't know that you have allegedly the best running back in the nation?
No, they don't know that. Notre Dame doesn't know that.
We're going to put all 8 motherfuckers in the box.
Yeah.
You say you have a first-year starting quarterback. Bitch, go throw the ball.
Show me that you can.
Let me see something.
And I don't think he played bad either.
And once he started throwing the ball,
he looked good.
Oh my gosh.
He looked good.
We can hand the ball off again because there's not 25 motherfuckers.
He looked good.
We got Michael Irvin doing the fucking bear crawl into the fucking defense. Good luck. Hey. All I know is Florida State, Miami. If both of those teams are undefeated going into that game,
that's going to be a banker.
We are going to see levels of usage of a substance that Franklin Saints sold. We're going to see that used at such an amount that you would think Ronald Reagan was back in office. Because boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
He
looked like he had a good time. He looked like he was having a good time.
The bro said, I got that white girl soft as powder.
Yeah.
And last but not least, the one game you did get right. Ohio State versus Texas. Very boring game.
You were there.
Very boring.
Well, Ty,
I will say it was very loud.
You love the defensive games. You claim you love these defensive games, and now you're talking about boring.
So, yes, I do love a defensive game. But when I see a quarterback throw his front foot 15 times and then drift back, now do the Raku way. Like, what the fuck is on? So guys, this is, I know I alluded to it earlier. I was kicked out of a group chat on Saturday because I said all this arch meat riding that people were doing just for him to be mid. Because, Kevon, you've known me my whole life. You surely knew me when Arch Manning was coming out of high school.
Yes.
Kevon, did I not say if this man's last name was Smith, this man would be a 3-star with the competition he was playing against?
That is true.
He was playing against freaking Briggs.
Yeah.
Their JV team.
Yes.
I was like, bro, there's no way this is what they're hyping up. And boy, oh boy. I know people are going to be like, oh, he played good. He played against a great defense.
No.
Okay.
There is no excuse.
He literally underthrew every ball damn near.
It was a rough day for him.
And then Sark even looked like he was like, all right.
Sark,
He saw it early. He saw it early. He said,
but
hey,
I don't think he did him any favors, though.
I think Sark realized this shit last year where everybody was like, even I said, hey, Quinn, might get pulled in the playoff. Sark said, yeah,
sure, we
might pull him in the playoff.
Let me ask you this. If Quinn would have came back, do you think Quinn was starting?
Yes.
Okay.
Kevon, if Quinn Ewers was playing on Saturday, do you think they have a better chance of beating y'all? Even with his mobility.
I don't know if better is the right word. I think it will be equal. I think it would have been close to what we saw yesterday. I don't think it would have been, the throws would have been as easy, but I also don't think the runs that he was getting off would have been there because obviously he can't run. But I think the short throws that we were giving up, I think would have been given. So I don't know, but I think we also probably would have played a different defense than because I think we were more, I don't want to say scared of deep ball, but I think we respected it. I think we respected it until we saw oh no, we don't need to respect that. But that's besides the point.
So Kevon, Johnny, greatest
buddy.
I'm not saying that. We had the greatest weatherman in Ohio history has just walked in. Shout out to Johnny Gormley. So Kevon, geez, Louisiana Rev. Kevon, you said this shit after y'all won the national championship. Ryan Day even alluded to it. I had the benefit of the doubt now.
Yes.
I think very early on, he saw Arch Manning and said,
oh, brother.
Oh.
I don't got to do anything.
That motherfucker's not good.
Have
you ever seen Ryan Day go for it on a fourth down, on the very first fourth down of the game?
I mean, I have, but those are teams that he thinks that he can. I have no fear in my heart of what they're going to do.
Kevon, a couple of years ago against Michigan in 2023, when y'all lost with C.J. Stroud, a lot of the fans were mad that y'all didn't do what?
That we weren't the aggressive type.
Y'all weren't aggressive on what down?
On fourth. Yes.
On fourth and short
with a quarterback.
With a great quarterback.
Yes.
Now let's move forward to a couple of years to last year. They were mad. Ryan Day wasn't more aggressive on third and short and fourth down.
And also, it just seemed like the play calling was more close to the chest, not playing a lot to lose. I mean, not to lose than trying to win.
Kevon, Ryan Day. It looked like Ryan Day said, "Oh, I know for a fact we're better than them."
Yes. And I think that was very
even
fair.
With Julian Sand having very conservative
and he
play
said
calling.
it after the game. He said it after the game. They said he literally went up to Jenny Taft after the game and said, "Listen, we could have opened up the playbook, but with the way our defense was playing,
why?"
They said I don't think that there was a need to put Julian Sand under that. He said that he thought that Julian could have. I'll let you continue, but I think he sat there and said, "Oh, I can't. If we need to, we got it." But I think that this is now, oh no, this is just a game that we just need to make sure that we're going to keep in our favor, and we don't need to do anything. As long as we don't do anything stupid, we're good.
We literally said that before the game. We said as long as Julian Sand does not do anything to turn the ball over, Ohio State's going to win this game and cover by at least a touchdown. We said it before the game, and this is a kid's first start. Julian Sand did not want to shake the table.
Yeah.
He was like, okay. I don't know if y'all saw it from the game cast. He missed some shit up the seam. Jeremiah Smith.
The first one.
Oh my God.
He missed the first one.
Cornell Tate was open every play. I was like, oh my gosh, is he going to throw the ball? And the thing is with the play calling, I thought I was going to see more James Peoples.
I did too.
I was like,
C.J. Donaldson clearly did. I don't know if he did something in practice or if they saw something that they liked against Texas specifically that they thought, okay, no, power run game is where we're trying to go, because I was deeply surprised that C.J. Donaldson got 19 carries over Peoples only getting 10.
So, just like you posed a question to me a little bit ago. If I told you Arch Manning only had 72 passing yards going into the fourth quarter with 10. No, I lied. If Arch Manning only had 72 passing yards going into the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter, what would you think the score would be?
I think we would have been up by 21 minimum. Minimum.
Either you would think it was up by 21, or holy shit, their run game is gashing us.
And I just want to sit there, and I know that you leaned. I asked you these questions right before the game. I asked you to pick the side. Remember, I asked you.
Yes, my position.
Yes. The one that I think was the loudest that you got correct was that linebacker. The way y'all. And Ty, and I also want you. I need you to give him credit because you were critical.
I'll do it first.
You were critical.
I was extremely critical of Sonny Styles.
Extremely.
I didn't trust that I just thought he would just be overrunning plays because he's done that much of his early career. Mind you, the kid was supposed to be in high school his freshman year, so obviously this is supposed to be his
true
junior season.
Yes.
Kevon, when you have two linebackers
that move like that,
who are supposed to be safeties, and I don't know what part of AI created Arbel Reese.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Same
lab that created Jeremiah Smith, probably.
I don't know. Kevon, the thing is with Arbel, when they go through the tape, the coaches look through it. They're gonna be like, "Hey, bro, like you're tweaking. Like you're overrunning the play.
There are times
you're getting to the play before you need to, and you're like causing little mess ups." When you have two linebackers who are basically safeties,
and they can move sideline
to sideline, they can be interchangeable. Okay, you're the Sam this play. I'll be the Will. Oh, we can pass rush. Oh, we can go man to man with their slot receiver. Oh, we have the size to go against their tight end, who's damn near about 6'7". Like, it's not. That shit's not like normal.
It's not.
And the defense, the D line, I said I trusted y'all's D line more than I trusted their O line.
Yeah.
I said, oh my God, they're not gonna be able to run the ball again against Ohio State. And guess what?
I mean, they had a solid game. They doubled up on us, almost more than 100 yards of more than what we had. But I feel like their runs were more gimmicky, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, it was just like when they were getting those runs off, it was like, as you said, like, Arbel, you gotta just give it one pause. Just give it one little pause and then go. It kind
of reminds me how Lathan Ransom used to be.
Yes.
Ransom would be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just guess. I'm already here. I gotta do something.
But I think that also my thing was the stats don't show how much pressure Arch Manning was really under. Like, I'm talking like pressure.
Let me reincarnate something.
Like, it was bad.
He's throwing the ball. Left tackle.
Yeah, it was bulldozed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was bulldozed.
Okay.
It was bulldozed. Because there were times that you could see that he was literally just throwing the ball because he's seen like, oh shit, I'm about to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like it, and that's also credit to Arch also saying like, don't take the terrible play, take the check down, whatever it is. But Matt Patricia showed his ass.
He's bored.
He
might be bored out there.
He showed his ass. And the way I know that we sat there and talked about how Jim Knowles was in his bag last year in that terrific playoff run. He's having not linebackers, but Caleb Downs coming to play middle linebacker with safeties and corners, switching stuff up. What Matt Patricia was doing yesterday looked like he was playing Madden, but also just, you know how you just switch players and then you're just moving everybody. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing? No, Matt Patricia was literally, we're going to put 5 to 6 guys on the defensive line. And then you're going to put a straight line of DBs in front of his face. What are you running? Because there were times that we sat there and saw, we know the favorite play on Madden where it's not an inch 8, but it's like, you got 6 players. You got
double A mud.
Exactly. When I saw Matt Patricia doing that, but doing it on an odd front, I'm like, why are we running 3-3, but with odd personnel, like personnel fronts, and yet we're having Arvell Reese through the A gap. We got 2 3-techs at the same time. 2 3-techs, not 1, 2 3-techs in, and then Sonny Styles on the line as well with our ends. What are we doing? And then you're seeing people. Some are backing up, some are going.
Like we said, you have 2 linebackers.
That can do anything. Yes, that can do anything.
You can score a line of scrimmage, but guess what? They're going to get to their hook faster than their receivers going to get out.
And then we saw Caleb Downs' plays as far as, oh no, I know what I'm doing. I know what you are trying to do. Because that 4th down stop, it was legitimately, Caleb Downs is running with the other mesh.
Which 4th down stop?
The last one. The last one. I would say that Caleb, you're seeing him run with one mesh, and then I see this. And I don't know if that's more of a cover scene where Matt Patricia's like how we used to see Bill Belichick when he played a team like Tyreek Hill, and it's like, okay, we're playing not press but bracket, but we're playing with the opposite side safety because we know that Tyreek Hill goes across the field.
He's going all the way across.
Exactly. So now it's Caleb like, okay, no, I'm gonna follow this, but as soon as this happens, and then we see CJ Hicks coming around the edge, Caleb Downs is right here. Oh, throw the ball, please. I'm waiting. We're 4th down stop. The game's over. Matt Patricia. Again, like you said, he might be bored because again, you're playing against.
Johnny Manziel said it last night. He said,
"You're playing against."
I'm used to going against Josh Allen. I'm used to going against Matthew Stafford in practice. I'm used to going against fucking
Tom Brady.
Mike McDaniels. I'm used to going against Tom Brady. Oh yeah, and I learned under this guy who people call the GOAT.
And
then you're telling me I just had a game plan for him, and you're giving me
demons?
3 months? And you said my athletes are better than theirs?
It was
okay, I guess.
And then another thing is also that defense. I don't know what happens to our brains when we get inside the 20-yard line, but they turn into absolute demigods.
Just like Matt Patricia's board, y'all get bored until they get to the red zone.
And it's like I kept on trying to figure out if Sark was going to really just keep trying it because I'm like, okay, we're getting to 4th and 2, and you're still trying to, like, you barely got the first one that you only got. The only one that you got, I'm talking about, by the hair of your chin, you got that. And you're sitting here trying to still run the ball down our throat, like we're going to allow that on 4th and 2, 4th and 3, and it's like, Joe Clark, because clearly you didn't hear the call because you were at the game, but Clark is just like, okay, like how many times are we going to keep trying them? And then when are you going to try to actually do like an RPO or something like that? Because you're not going to run against them. Stop trying it. Stop.
On the 4th and goal that y'all got them, that y'all stopped them on, Kevon, I don't think that the TV cast did it justice. When I tell you, I saw, the first thing they teach you for a QB sneak, I used to be a fat boy back in the day. Relax. You wedge. You wedge and you go down. You aim for the hip. You go. It's not stand up and block.
You gotta get some type of movement.
This is the offensive line.
You gotta get lower.
This is Ohio State. Hey, and that was Arch. He went back. Kevon, and then on top of that. It was only a 7-point game at that point when y'all sucked them on 4th and goal. It was 7-0, right?
It might have been. Which one? It depends.
4th and goal the first time.
I think it was 7-0. Nah, I think it was 14-0. Either way, still.
That was, mind you, I left the game early. I saw that. I said, "Oh, okay, that might be the ball game." And then I was like, okay. Maybe they can get a stop right here, get the ball back at the 30. Ohio State said, nah, we learned our lesson from last year against Michigan. Let's get out the shot of our end zone. Let's get a little drive together.
4-minute drive right there.
And it was just like, oh, this offense is not going to move the ball. Like, yeah, I guess, Tennessee had a chance to tie the game. Were you ever nervous?
I was not. When I got to halftime, I was like, this is people always talk about not Matt Ryan, but Ryan Day's not really that good adjustment wise because of the Michigan games and stuff like that. But one person I'm not worried about after halftime adjustments was Matt Patricia. After I saw that, I'm like, yeah, no, Steve Sarkisian has no idea what the hell he's doing against this. Like, it's obvious. My only question was, were we going to open up offensively? And I don't want to make it seem like it's a bad thing because I don't think that Brian Hartline called a bad game. I think he realized after that the time we got the very first time he was like, oh, okay. Let's give him one more drive to see what we're doing. And mind you, we still went for it on 4th down. Yes, he missed Jeremiah Smith. But he threw a dime to Max Clare that he dropped, and that was on 4th down. That's a turnover. I think that Brian Hartline made things very, very comfortable for Sam to sit there and be like, we're just going to get your feet wet. We're not going to sit there and throw you in, even though you're playing against the number 1 team in the nation. We're going to splash some water on you, big dog. Let's see how you like the water real quick. Because I don't think he played bad. And mind you, the receivers didn't really help him that much. Jeremiah Smith had 2 drops. Brandon Ennis technically had a drop. Max Clare had a drop. That's 4 catches right there, and he went 13 for 20. I mean, if you give me that, you're 17 for 20, and you're probably most of those drives are still getting continued. Now, I do think he was. I don't want to say gun shy is the word. I think he was more or less, like you said, don't fuck up. Because the pass to Tate, I know that he has. We literally saw him throw a pass further than that, and it was a little, okay, I don't want to overthrow him. Make sure Tate has a chance to get it. And I think Brian Hartline also sat there and was like, listen, as long as you put it in the vicinity,
one thing on me, they're going to play. We saw Cardell take touchdown.
So,
keep on. I think that there was 2 game plans. I think Matt Patricia had 2 game plans. I think Brian Hartline had 2 game plans.
Yeah, just in case.
I think Matt Patricia was like, all right, I'm going to just keep throwing shit at him until, Sark's not going to.
Yeah.
If he's not going to, try to do some Sark type shit, why would I change this up?
And I don't think that Sark knew what to do.
Sark, we give Sark credit for being one of the best offensive brains in the nation.
And he deserves that.
I saw none of that this Saturday.
And I
would think that they had a week of preparation between games.
I don't think that he knew. But again, this is also one of the reasons why I liked Ohio State winning the game. There was nothing to study. You can't be. We were giving him so much credit, Sarkisian, to come in here and be like, okay, yeah, we saw it.
But where was the creativeness, Kevon? There was nothing creative from what Sark was doing.
It wasn't.
Because last year, I said, hey, maybe they'll do what they did against Michigan. Go away from Will Johnson and we'll live with this other side. Because they trusted Quinn Ewers to make the right decision.
Yeah.
Arch Manning, there was no motions. There was no, okay, we're going to force them to show their hand defensively.
Yeah.
There was no run game because, boy, oh boy, front 7 said, nah.
And that's also a thing. I think the front 7 looks really,
y'all said,
really
oh,
good.
we ain't shit because we're the backups to a D line that doesn't really get pressure. Okay, I'll show you differently. All right. And then offensively, Ryan Day and Brian Hartline probably like, their defense is not really showing us nothing.
Yeah.
We're getting a nice push offensively.
Not even that. I talked about the just give me 2 first. We consistent. I don't think
back to the 50 dinner every drop.
And I'm saying, I think we were able to move the ball. I think there were times there were key plays that was like, we make that play right there. We're still continuing to drive.
Saying hits somebody on his team. Saying hits the crosser.
And I think those are things. I mean, first game starting, there definitely going to be things where, hey, listen, Moreno, that red dot, right there. Hey, throw that. Right there.
How you were saying, how we started this off with you apologizing to these ACC teams that you disrespected, Florida State, Miami, hyping up Clemson. Oh, sorry. Maybe I should drink some water. CFB 26, EA Sports, everybody at that organization with your shitty game that you created. You owe Ohio State
offensive line
the meanest apology ever because I think, because we both said, oh, if Julian Sand starts seeing ghosts, it might get bad.
I didn't see pressure. Julian Sandberg,
you're chilling.
I didn't see pressure. And I'm talking about the play action game was looking great. And this is my thing. Like, it was just funny to me that I'm like, listen, we have 4 guys that played in a national championship run.
Yes.
Like, fully engaged and were a reason that we made this run. And they all came back. Why are we not sitting here saying that this offensive line looks more... We're talking about all this, Texas has... All these guys, don't get me wrong, Texas defense they didn't look bad. They looked good. They have an All-American at every level of their defense. All-American safety, they have an All-American linebacker, they have an All-American defensive lineman. And they could not get any pressure on Ohio State. And that's why, because the offensive line sat there and looked at them and said, we played y'all last year, and we won. And we played Notre Dame last year, and we won. We played Tennessee last year. We dominated them. We played Oregon last year, and we shitted on them. You don't think that we're good? Why?
The 4 guys from the championship run on Ohio State's O-line will never see a D-line harder than the team that they played in the last game in November against Michigan.
Yeah, probably not.
Never in their fucking career will they see a 4-man front of Josiah Stewart, fucking Kenneth Grant, Mason Graham, and whoever we wanted to have on the outside, TJ Guy, whoever the fuck you wanted it to be, Derek Moore, it doesn't matter. You will never see a 4-man front as good. Tennessee,
especially within that middle, within the 2
you will
tackles
never in
ever.
your motherfucking life see a 4-man line of scrimmage that hard to block again in your life. Tennessee, let's not forget, their D-line was supposed to be one of the best in the nation.
Yeah.
And what did y'all do with that D-line? Y'all moved them up and down the field. Notre Dame was supposed to be one of the better D-lines. What did y'all do with the run game? Move them up and down the field. So the notion that Ohio State's defense would struggle with Texas's D-line was insane. And boy, oh boy, do a lot of people, before we wrap this shit up, a lot of y'all amongst the Ohio State fan base owe Igbenogson an apology. Because boy, oh boy, was that man clamming shit.
Boy.
Because, let's be real, Kevon, Igbenogson's biggest problem last year and the year before that was being too handsy. And what was the most frustrating part about him being handsy? He was always at the ball before the receiver was. He just wouldn't turn his fucking head around. And he said, hold on.
I'm doing everything right.
Oh, shit, hold on. I had to try to flood the ball down.
I think, truthfully, this game showed that we are a top 3 unit secondary-wise. I think we will be a top 3 unit defensive, period. But secondary-wise, when you have Caleb Downs back there doing whatever the hell he wants, my only question is the other safety. Everything else, I'm good. Lorenzo Styles, I'm not going to sit there and say that he played great. He played okay. You can interchange him and Devin Sanchez, the freshman. He got in the last, I think he basically the entire fourth quarter he played over Lorenzo. And that's fine. Igbenosa led the team in tackles. He was lock-up coverage the entire time. Jermaine Mathis.
Jermaine!
I said it in the group chat, in the Shambles group chat before. I told y'all that he was a better corner last year than what our starters were. And he showed it. Now, don't get me wrong. The last touchdown he gave, the only touchdown he gave up, if you want to say that was a bad play, it looked like he was legitimately in the right spot. It was just a fluke type of situation. Either way, I think he played great. The secondary is something to be happy with. I don't think that everybody was so worried about, you guys lost, 9 starters? It looked like we added 9 starters. And I think that they are kind of only like scratching what they can actually be. Because, again, game 1, we don't think that this offense is going to get a step better. We think that Jeremiah Smith is going to drop 2 passes in the game again. We think that Max Clare is dropping wide open seam balls. Are we really thinking that? Truthfully. And lastly, I want everyone to give the guy that I've been giving credit to, that y'all have not. This is 5 straight games against a top 5 opponent. And my coach is undefeated. And if we want to keep going past that, this is 7 straight games against a top 10 team. And my coach is undefeated. Now, if this was Nick Saban, we'll be having games. You guys weren't top 10.
So I'm talking about the game before.
What, Oregon? That's fine.
No.
Oregon was a top 10
All right,
team.
9. Why is it at 9?
Because we lost to Oregon.
We lost to Oregon.
We lost to Oregon. Either way, my point is, yes, we are still waiting on the last game of the season, regular season. Yes, granted. But y'all better put some damn respect on my coach's name. Because, again, 5 straight, 7 straight, top 10 teams. Now, this is Urban Meyer. Oh, we will be.
Yo, chat, glaze me.
This is Nick Saban.
Yo, chat, glaze me.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Build the statue.
And truthfully, and let's be honest, I think that outside of maybe LSU, we look like the best team in the nation. Like I think we most definitely did. Because not saying that offensively that we look the best. I think off of what you sit there and look at, okay, their offense is going to be 5 times better than what they did today. Defensively, you bring that every week. We're good. I'm good. I am truly fine with that. But again, like I said, if you think Jeremiah Smith is not going to find a way to get off on these teams, Cornell Tate, Brandon Ennis, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be an issue.
Brandon Ennis not giving me fucking 3 catches. Fucking bullshit.
Just an issue. But hey, any other takeaways from this weekend? I will say this as well. Your guy does look good. He looks good.
Hey, man.
He looks good. And I can't wait to see what he's going to look like this coming Saturday, but he looks good.
So I will say one thing before. Hold on. Fuck, I missed. I will say this before we head out. I don't think, you know what? No. Y'all come back on fucking Thursday and y'all hear that.
Ooh.
Through the Whistle, episode 46, I think. Thank you. Make sure to like the video, comment if y'all disagree with anything. Also, be sure to look at the socials. See, keep on,
Do a little
wall sit. Thank you, and continue to run through the whistle.